You just got wrecked.
What's going on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of CryptoZombie. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having an awesome start to your week. Bitcoin charging out of the lion's den. We had a little bit of a retest at around 11,500. We were able to break out. You can see we did have this nice volume right here. We came in. We are sitting above $11,600 at the time of making this video. You can see right here we were actually discussing Bitcoin, kind of gearing up to break this resistance. Was it going to do it? In yesterday's video, I talked about the significance of that level. We finally did have the breakout. And what's interesting is we are having Bitcoin in the green on a Monday where the S&P is actually showing a red candle. Now, obviously, anything could change. It is just the first day of the week, but we are going to talk about how in yesterday's video, I did say that the Bitcoin bears are screwed, and we're going to continue that today. Some of the things I want to touch on is the fact that Bitcoin could potentially be heading for a $16,000 touch very, very soon. Yes, we could have a little bit of a dip, a little bit of a pullback leading up to that moment, but I want to talk about something incredible that happened exactly 4 years ago to the date, and it was a critical level for Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is doing the exact same thing today. It's actually kind of incredible, you have to say. Conspiracy, could it be? We're going to get into that, talk about all that. I want to discuss the fact that Peter Schiff, our good old buddy, we'll have this at the end. I'm sure you've seen this, but yeah, he's in a little bit of hot water right now with his bank being accused of money laundering. He did in fact just walk off the set. So we're going to talk about all that today. Oh, and the fact that Wall Street might be potentially heading for a brutal breakdown. Could this be good for Bitcoin? I think you know the answer, but we're going to get into all that today. If that sounds good to you, you know what to do. Also, today is the Ledger Nano S giveaway. We will be giving that away at the end of the video. And without further ado, I think we need to dive into the charts. So, having a look at Bitcoin right here, you can see that we have broken out of this asymmetrical triangle we were forming. Now, we are still having a little bit of resistance down here, a lot of volume in this area right here, but currently we are out of the blue zone. In fact, we had a beautiful retest of the previous resistance turn support. You guys know I love when that happens. And having a look at what Josh Rager said, one of my favorite analysts over on Twitter, he says Bitcoin was able to hold 11,300 breaking to the upside here to potentially form higher lows and highs. $11,900 level remains pivotal on the weekly chart. A break and close above this level would signal new weekly highs that we haven't seen since January 2018. This equals bullish. Now, you can see we do have a level we need to break, right? And right now we are teetering on that level. Now, you can see this giant resistance right here. Now, the support's been incredible. Bitcoin has had incredible support, but we are getting to that point. And you can see right here, we have an apex at the end of this year. And we do know that Bitcoin tries to break out sooner than later. Now, having a look at this key, you can see these two green lines right here, right? This is a very important zone for Bitcoin. If we can break above this green line, you are literally talking the next resistance at around 12,200. And then it could be blue skies from there. Now, having a look, the significance of this level is we had this, well, first back here in 2017, November, we had a little issue trying to break above it. We had the crazy blow off top, and then we touched it again here in January and again in February of 2018. It acted again as resistance July of 2019 and again in August of 2019. We were able to stay above it just for a couple of weeks right here in the beginning of this year, and we fell below it. And currently, having a look, we are sitting at that level again. And this is the level for Bitcoin to beat. Now, we do know that historically, looking at the ultimate Bitcoin macro chart, we did have a beautiful breakout on the week of July 20th. This confirmed that we had finally broke the macro trend, that Bitcoin was starting the beginning of the massive bull run. And interestingly enough, this is absolutely insane. Shout out to Philb. He says Bitcoin cyclical behavior is difficult to escape from. Same week, 4 years ago exactly, Bitcoin was trying to break the 50% bear market fib retracement. It never looked back after that, and it tested the all-time high by January. And if you have a look at these two fractals right here. No, they're not fractals, I'm sorry, but these two fib levels that he's pointed out in the cycle of Bitcoin, literally, Bitcoin is doing the exact same thing right now. And I don't have to tell you what happened after that. We went into a year of nothing but massive Bitcoin gains, which means 2021 could potentially be an explosive year for Bitcoin, seeing nothing but gain after gain after gain, with the occasional 30% pullback, but then 120% pump, right? And he says this time is different. I don't think so. And just having a look at Bitcoin's performance, if you want to see sort of visualized how it looks, you can see right here in 2013, we had the 3,447% pump. That was the bull market, right? Followed by a 59% dip. And then we had, double-digit gains in 2015, 125% in 2016, and the massive blow-off top again. And if we have a look right here, 2018, we had our we ended, 70% down. I mean, actually, we went 84%, but we closed out 70%. 2019, we had our double-digit gain, right? And now we're in 2020, looking at around 58.33%. This may not be perfectly up to date, but you get the point, guys. We're doing well. We started at 7,200 and now we're at 11,600. So what do you think will happen right here? Having a look at this, we have the crazy blow off, we have the down, the bear market, we have sort of a mediocre third follow-up. Then we see the year of the halving, which is what we're having right now. So what do you think is going to happen in 2021? I mean, do you think that this is going to be the year that it's going to be totally different? I wouldn't bet against it, guys. I wouldn't bet against it. So having a look right here, interestingly enough, we had this level right here that we basically danced on for a while on CME futures. You can see right here, it was acting as support, 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 support. We broke down resistance, 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 and finally we broke out of the ultimate resistance. And look at this. For the past few days, we have been dancing above these levels. So let me know what you guys think, but we have market analyst Michael Van de Pop. You guys may follow him. He says that a pivotal price transformation for Bitcoin is becoming more and more plausible. Since the start of the bear market in early 2018, $20,000 has formed a rejection point for the weekly chart, but consolidation below cannot last forever. He says it's very likely that we're going to make a rally towards the area of 16,000 to 17,000, as that's the obvious level and the final hurdle for Bitcoin to start breaking to all-time highs. Such a move would be followed by another consolidation period, which could well be longer in duration than the current one. Nevertheless, if a bull market materializes, it will be Bitcoin fueled. And just to point it out, if Bitcoin does start moving, yes, altcoins will move, but Bitcoin is going to lead the way. And these are sort of the mini cycles within the macro cycles. We have the Bitcoin and altcoin runs. We had our alt season, right? That happened. We had our crazy alt. Now the alts are not doing too well. You could accumulate altcoins right now, but I think Bitcoin's going to lead the rally again. We're going to wait. Bitcoin, it might have a little bit of a consolidation, slight pullback, but then once it gets to those higher levels, you're going to see alts chill. Then Bitcoin's going to consolidate. Then the altcoins are going to have their run again. And we need to catch these cycles. That's what you want to do. You want to try to get them in the beginning, right? But no one really knows when they're going to start. Let's be honest. I don't have a crystal ball. So the best bet is to just have that hedge. And that's why I always personally keep a Bitcoin hedge. Bitcoin is the majority of my holdings by far. I mean, Bitcoin is the majority of my assets, but I do have altcoins too, because, why not speculate if you can 10x an altcoin, when it's going to take a lot to 10x Bitcoin, right? But Bitcoin is the surefire bet. And also total hash rate, just to point out the fundamentals, we do in fact have a new all-time high. So once again, I don't have to tell you guys, Bitcoin showing how it is the most secure network on planet Earth. And speaking about what's going on right now, you can see this article from Bitcoinist. They say that Bitcoin is likely gaining steam due to the ongoing stimulus talks in the U.S. Reports indicate that President Trump wants politicians to agree on a stimulus deal larger than House Speaker Pelosi has pushed. And they say, whatever the case, analysts think this is only going to complement Bitcoin. It's only going to accent Bitcoin's value proposition. Now, as far as talking about the fact that on a day that we are actually seeing Bitcoin, have this pump, we're actually seeing the S&P, pushing down again on another red day. You could see Raoul Pal. Now he's co-founder and CEO of Real Vision Group, as well as former Goldman Sachs hedge fund manager, he says that Wall Street may be heading for a brutal breakdown. And if you have a look at this chart right here, he says, I kind of think that there's the underlying narrative and we're transitioning from hope to insolvency. Just remember, if you look at the last chart, there's now a rally versus a rally in 1929, and he says it kind of peaked out around that area, and he thinks that this could be the same situation happening again for Bitcoin, right? Now, he says that while he expects the dollar to lose purchasing power, he does believe that Bitcoin could soar to $1 million in the next 5 years. He says retail investors currently have a rare opportunity. He says, I think that knowing we can front run every institution, this is a retail revolution driven from the ground up. And when we see that we, the retail investors, are going to actually be ahead of the institutions, ahead of the pension plans, the family offices, the corporate treasuries, and everybody else involved in the space, and they are all coming, that we do have the upper hand. He says, wait until the Bitcoin ETF gets launched. Wait until it becomes easier to buy the products and find it easier for people who aren't involved in the space right now. So that could all be positives for Bitcoin. And if you haven't seen this, you know our good old buddy Peter Schiff. Maybe you've already seen this. A lot of people, this is circulated pretty well across the internet. But if you didn't see the ending, I'm happy to play it for you guys. This is what, he says, that's it, I'm done. And he walks off. So I'll play this, right? All right, guys. So I do want to end on a little bit of Polkadot news. So check this out. A report from Outlier Ventures analyzed key developments in the blockchain space over the past year. And it showed that in 2020, Polkadot experienced the biggest upsurge in developer activity at around 44+% compared to any other platform. In contrast, EOS suffered the biggest decline with 86% drop in active development. It was also followed by Bitcoin Cash and Tron as well. So Polkadot is growing. There are lots of developers interested in it. I could tell you I have seen a lot of projects building on Polkadot, integrating with Polkadot, and this is why for me, Polkadot is still my biggest altcoin play as far as, a potential Ethereum competitor. So I do think Ethereum 2.0 is going to be big. I still think it's going to be hard. You're not going to bring down Ethereum. Ethereum is, it's the granddaddy of smart contracts. It has an amazing network built out right now. Lots of people are using it. So do I see Ethereum going away? Absolutely not. Not at all. But I do see Polkadot continuing to be a big player. And, speaking of actually, NFTs and things like that on Ethereum, we do have the second generation released of the CryptoZombie NFTs. Shout out to MF Graffiti Art. Really awesome. This caught me by surprise. By the way, the first generation sold out yesterday. You guys rock. And I guess he's basically doing all of the cards. So now we're on the King, and it's actually K-Dub for King, which is really cool. It's kind of cool. Not gonna lie. I'm really just totally flabbergasted, man. It's just really amazing to be an NFT and have these NFTs being made. So thank you to everybody, all the support. First, we had the one over on Chad's VC, and now we have these collectibles being released over on Rarible. So I'm just completely honored. You guys rock. And of course, we give back. We also give back on this channel. Today is Ledger Nano S Day. So we did have 6 videos from the week. I did take a day off. Happens sometimes, guys. I'm human. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was Bitcoin Bulls just got set loose. So let's copy this and let's give away a Ledger Nano S. All right. Let's see how many comments we got on this video. 450 unique comments. All right. Drum roll, please. Mass adoption. I can use a good dip. Come on, dip. Well, I think we might still get that dip potentially. But yeah, I mean, if we continue to break out the way that we are right now, then yeah. I mean, like I said, having a look right here, we do have a lot of retest at around the support right here. So you could see, even if we don't have that crazy 30% dip, you could see a retest of around $10,700. And if we dip back to this low level to retest it, you could hit around 10,200. So that is possible, and at this point, I'm not looking to short Bitcoin. Any opportunity that I have, I'm looking to long dips or buy dips. I am not looking to short tops at these levels, but that being said, I do have to say congratulations to mass adoption. You are the winner. You do have 24 hours to hit me up either in my official Telegram channel or in my official email. Do not go in the comments. Lots of scammers below. But that's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for coming back to the channel. You guys rock. You're the reason that I do this, for the most part, every single day. Get subscribed if you haven't, of course, fun place to hang out. Also, join the Telegram group. It's absolutely free. That's it for me. Thank you for joining and watching and yada, yada, yada. You guys know the drill. It is a very exciting Monday. We will have to see if Bitcoin is truly going to break away from the stocks, especially if Raoul Pal is right in his prediction that Wall Street is heading for a massive breakdown. Will Bitcoin finally act as the honey badger and be the hedge that we all hope and dream? Well, I think so, but, time will tell. So, thanks again. My name's K-Dub. This is CryptoZombie. Until next time, stay crypto. And, of course, peace out.